It's been a long time without you, my friend. Alright, guys, it's been a long time I made a YouTube video. But, anyways, all is good because I'm making some songs on various topics of standards to help the kids. I mean, some language by hearing, through songs, through stories. So I'm using all medium all media to get the kids' attention and to develop their interest in math. All right? Okay. All right, so today just a quick one. Anyways, this is the online mathematics tutor Comfort Amwako Ata. I welcome you to join class this minute. If today the very first one of you joining my class, a special welcome goes to you. If you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please look down there and click on the subscribe button. Then you also click the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a new tutorial. Thank you. All right, so guys, today is not something great, but I mean it's very important to get to know about these things. And let's see what we can also see. Share. Let's go to the PowerPoint presentations. I love PowerPoint presentations, especially it helps my ML students because the Spanish version will be written down there to help them. So I have Spanish version down here for the kids. Anyways, as you all know, I start with my do nouns. So I have my do nouns on the board. All right, so give me five. Yeah, give me five. All right, so for the do now, you guys are going to add all these numbers in any order, okay? Then, but the final answer should equate to 9. You can then use all the operations. You can add, you can multiply, you can subtract, you can divide. But the final answer should add up to what? 9. All right? So, and obviously, we have so many ways of solving these problems. My kids get awesome on this. It is to help them rack their brains even before we jump into to the main activities of the day. So we are the do nouns. Then we have our standard for today. So the standard is 6.dpsr 1.2 creating box plots. Okay, creating box plots to represent numerical data set in mathematical and real world situations. Then our learning targets. So by the time you leave this class, what is the aim? What are your expectations? So students will be able to use the interquartile range to describe the variability in a data set. Again, learning to get the students will be able to use the interquartile range to describe the variability in a data set. So as a teacher, you should be able to help the kids to understand the learning targets and rephrase it on their own, how they understand it, personalize it, and they should tell you what the expectations are from the learning targets. All right? Yes. The learning target of the kids to know what they have to achieve by the end of the class. Our success criteria. One, I can use the interquartile range to describe the variability in a data set. Essential questions. Mathematics is all about talking to yourself. How? How do I create? How? How do I create box plots to represent numerical data in mathematical and real world situations? How do I do that? So those questions should guide you through the whole lesson. How? How? Then we have I'm going to share my screen right here. Right. So definition of the key vocabularies. Basically, we get to see three terms. We have the variability, we have range, and we have the interquartile range. The definitions are there. You guys can read. Can you both read? Can I both read? Okay, good. So you guys can read it for yourself. All right. And so variability is anything that varies, okay? Range, difference between the highest and the lowest number. Interquartile range, difference between the upper quartile and the lower quartile. So before then, you should have treated the box plot with the five number summary, and how to draw the box plots. Yeah. So with that, you just have to find the difference between the upper quartile and the lower quartile as your interquartile range. Then use that to describe the data value. Let's zoom it in. Okay. So the next slide is that is a guided exploration on how to find the range. Of course, you guys can see. So one, when you have the data, make sure the data is organized from the least value to the greatest value. Then you'll be able to see and identify the least value and the greatest value and find their difference to get to your range. So it is that simple. You'll be able to organize your data in the ascending order from the least to the greatest value. You'll be able to see and find the difference between the two values to give you a range. How can you use the greatest and the least value to determine how spread out the data value are? That is the range. So you guys learn to identify the least value and the greatest value. So trying to zoom it in so that you can get to the next slide. Okay, then we need to zoom it in. All right. So now we have whole class discussion. All right. So I love group works and encourage my kids to discuss, think, and share, talk with their partners, work with their groups, classroom discuss. Let them talk, let them discuss, let them come out with answers. Teachers are supposed to sit in school, feed the kids, but guide them and let them come out with their final answers, okay? All right, so, and I love creating workstations in the classroom to encourage movement in the class. So each group will go to their various stations and discuss about whatever is there. And later on, they come back to the class as a whole class, and each group will share the discuss with their group members to help the other kids or to help other group members. So they share the answers among themselves. Oh, what's up? It's me. Let's see. Let's go to share. Share that. What's happening? Let's see. Share. Let's go here. Right? This should be good. Then make this slide. Oh. But let's run it out to where we go to. So one, always refer back to the learning target to make sure you guys are on the same pace. Right? Try to interpret a partner, think per share. Alright, so this is the box plot. You guys know how to find the box plots. The 5 number system. Right? So we know the lower extreme, the upper extreme, the first quartile, second quartile, third quartile. Then you find the difference between the third quartile and the first quartile to give you an quartile range. Draw a number line, identify the various points on the number line, then you draw your box plots. So first of all, you need to connect the lower extreme to the quartiles. So the quartiles becomes a box. Then the crystal connects. Let me tell you guys a story. I'm relating this box and crystal to a cat. Just picture a cat. So the cats, the whisker, we have the whisker, we have the teeth in the middle, giving you the quarters. Okay? Yeah. So the whisker, the two whisker, or the hair. So that becomes a whisker, your whisker connected to the first, the lower extreme and the upper extreme. Then the teeth in the middle becomes the box. And the first quarter, second quarter, and the third quarter. The teeth in the middle is the medium, or the media, or the second quarter. Then from the mark, the two end of the mark becomes your first quarter and the third quarter. And the teeth becomes the median. So the crystal now follows. So it's basically we're doing something, creating something, a pictorial view of it, relating to everyday life activities so that it help the kids remember it easily. All right, so you guys can practice on this one. I mean, you have a very nice. Well, how do the monthly temperature temperatures between the two cities compare? So it means you guys are going to compare the two box plots. So looking at the first box plot of Chicago, you know the lower extreme, you know the upper extreme, you know the first quarter, median, and the upper quarter. Then the Honolulu, you know the lower extreme, upper extreme, and the quarters. So just describe them based on the number line. I mean, you guys can see and you can describe it very well. Summarize, this is the summary of whatever we just said. Then we have a replay video. Let's see whether we can replay this. I don't think I need to open the book or we can replay this. We cannot replay that. Let me see. All right, let me see if I could or not. I don't think I'll be able to open my book. So now we use the McGraw-Hill book. Share it. Let's go back to the video link. Then let's click the link to show the video. My time is almost up. So guys, I'm running up and you guys got to understand the better than not replay, right? Can you hear it? Describe data by range and interquartile range. Not in a volume or play. I don't think you guys can hear the volume. No. Okay, we have set of example. We have an example here. Then we have to first draw a box plot using this data. Then from that, you have to draw a box plot using this data. You organize the data, identify the least and the highest value, split into two equal halves. The first half, identify the median in it, that will be your Q1. The other half, identify the median, that will be Q3. Then you guys can represent the number line. So that is the organized data. Let me zoom it out. So when I say it's lead value greater value that's given as a range. The range is 26. So my Spanish students, you have the subtitles beneath the PowerPoint, so you can look at it. If the quarter will become the difference between the third quarter and the first quarter. So there's the first quarter, the median is the third quarter. Because it's split in the equal halves, the middle number, you have 75 and 76 as a middle number. You find the mean by adding the two and dividing by 2 to get a first result. You see that applies to the third quarter. Right? Then I have the upper quarter, the lower quarter, find the difference between the upper and the lower, that gives the interquartile range. So the middle half of the student's test scores differed by 12.5 or 12 and 5 tenths points. So I'm going to stop here, though we have some few to go, but I will might stop here. You guys can describe us. Looking at the two box plots and the number line, we describe the box plot. I don't want us to be in a rush, so I'm going to end here. And you can always get this on the McGraw-Hill book, and you can refer to it or further understanding. And of course, you can replay this, or if you still have a problem with it, you may reach out to me and I'll be glad to assist you, okay? Okay, the class range, class A ranges of the loss and the class B range has 20. The first quarter, so I mean, in describing data, you can use two things. You can use the range or the interquartile range. Any of them you can use to describe how spread out the data values. So, the class B one, yeah. Thank you so much. Alright guys, thank you so much for your time and attention. I believe this tutorial was helpful. If it was, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up down there. Don't forget to also share the link to your friends to help everyone. So let me take it. Our next tutorial will be on probability, okay? I mean, this African figures from Ghana. Oh, sister. Let me take it. Please stay safe. And then hello guys. Bye. Oh, my sister, thank you. There's kind of tight, but it's nice to love it. And then stay safe.